Hi students, I am Pavitra. So in previous session we have discussed about the vitamin C, its synthesis and the biological importance of vitamin A. So in this session we will see about vitamin D and its biological importance. So first of all, vitamin D refers to a group of fat soluble corticosteroids. It is nothing but it is also a steroid with a broken ring, which is found in a liver and fish oils, and these are also obtained by irradiating provitamin D with ultraviolet light and are responsible for enhancing intentional absorption of calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphate and also zinc. So here it is referred as a group of fat soluble corticosteroids. Cortico is nothing but it is also a type of steroid with a broken ring. So which is found in a liver and fish oils. And it is also called sunshine vitamin because it is also obtained by irradiating provitamin D with the ultraviolet light and are responsible for enhancing initial absorption of calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphate and zinc. So it is called a sunshine vitamin. So this vitamin is also available in two types.
Go.
So this vitamin D is available in two forms. First one is cholecalciferol. It is also called vitamin D3, and one more calciferol. It is also known as D2. So vitamin D2. So first one, cholecalciferol is made from 7-dehydrocholesterol in the skin of animals and humans. So this is a vitamin D which is available in first form, and second one is calciferol, which is also known as vitamin D2. It is obtained artificially by irradiation of ergosterol. So it is called ergocalciferol. So these two are the forms of vitamin D. The first one is cholecalciferol and second one is calciferol. So what are the functions of vitamin D? So this vitamin D is used for the calcium balance, and it is used for the immunity function, and it is also used for cell differentiation in a body, and it is used for very important for blood pressure regulation in our body, and which is very helpful in the development of bones and teeth. So these are the functions mentioned by vitamin D. So what are the food sources of vitamin D? So this vitamin D which is present in a cheese and butter and fatty fish. So these are the, and also milk. So these are the sources of vitamin D. So later I have already explained the vitamin A. So what are the sources of vitamin A? So vitamin A consists in a carrots, papaya, meat, eggs and cheese and sweet potato, mangoes, fish, peaches, melon. So these are the items or sources we will get vitamin A. The next, vitamin B1. I have already told that vitamin B1 in a classification. So in that, thiamine is also called a vitamin B1. So it is also called anti-beriberi factor and anti-nucleotic factor and also anurin. So it is called anti-beriberi factor and also anti-nucleotic factor and also anurin. So here what is meant by anti-beriberi? So this beriberi disease is one of the disease caused by a vitamin B1 deficiency. It is also known as thiamine deficiency. So here wet beriberi affects the heart and circulatory system. So this anti-beriberi, it is also called which one? Thiamine is also called anti-beriberi factor. Why? Because of getting this thiamine into body, it will decreases the beriberi disease, which is nothing but a heart and circulatory system disease. So next one, it is a colorless basic organic compound composed of a sulfated pyrimidine ring. So this thiamine is a colorless basic organic compound and which is composed of a sulfated pyrimidine ring in this structure. So here all living organisms use thiaminide, but it is synthesized in a bacteria, fungi and also plants. So here all living organisms use thiamine, but here which is synthesized only by in a bacteria, fungi and plants. So here which contains, this thiamine contains sulfur and nitrogen groups in their structure and which is destroyed by alkaline and heat. So what is the coenzyme of this thiamine? The coenzyme of this thiamine is thiamine pyrophosphate. It is nothing but TPP. So this is a coenzyme of this thiamine. So what are the functions of this thiamine? So first one, this vitamin B is very essential for converting carbohydrates into energy. So the next one is, the most important use of this thiamine is in the treatment of beriberi. I told already, it is also called anti-beriberi because of which is used in a treatment of beriberi disease. So next one, vitamin B1, which helps in maintaining the healthy nervous system. This vitamin B1 also necessary for healthy mucous membranes. So and also it helps in a digestion in food. It provides strength to muscles and it is very useful for the proper functioning of heart. So these are the functions of this vitamin B1. So this vitamin B1 is present in the many sources. We'll see the what are the sources we'll get vitamin B1. So first one is sunflower seeds, second one white beans, black beans, fresh peas, lentil and green beans. So in these are the sources of this vitamin B1 or thiamine. So till now we have studied about vitamin B1, that is nothing but thiamine. Now we'll see the biological importance of vitamin B2. It is nothing but riboflavin. I have explained the classification. So this is a vitamin B2, it is also called riboflavin. This riboflavin made of the sugar alcohol, ribitol and flavin. So this riboflavin, it is also called as beauty vitamin and it is yellowish green fluorescent which is soluble in water. So this riboflavin is a beauty vitamin. It is also called beauty vitamin and it is an yellowish green fluorescent compound which is soluble in water. Riboflavin is derived from two sources. So what are the sources? Ribo and flavin. So what is meant by ribo? We all know that ribose. So in RNA, RNA it is called ribose nucleic acid, right? So this is a ribose. It is nothing but which means many ribose sugar found in several vitamins. So it is called ribose. So what is meant by flavin? It is nothing but a yellow color. So this is combinedly called riboflavin. So next, it is widely involved in oxidation reduction reaction. So this vitamin B2 or riboflavin which is involved in a oxidation reduction reaction. So now we will see what are the functions of this vitamin B2 or riboflavin. So first one, which is helps in a saccharide and lipids metabolism. What is meant by saccharide? It is nothing but another term for sugar. So the sugar found in a nucleic acids. So which is used in a or which helps in a saccharide and lipids metabolism. So second one is curing of skin disease. So this vitamin B2 is used in a curing of skin disease or which functions in a curing of skin disease. So it is called beauty vitamin. So last one is which is support of sight function. So it is used for or which works for the better vision or with support of sight function. So these are the functions of vitamin B2. So what is mean by this metabolism? It is nothing but a chemical process that occur within a living organism in order to maintain life. So the meaning of metabolism is a order to maintain life in a living organisms. So these are the functions comes under vitamin B2. So till now we have seen about functions of vitamin B. So now we will see what are the sources of vitamin B2 or riboflavin. The sources of vitamin B2 are nothing but venison, yogurt, soya beans, milk and goat milk and almonds. So in these items we will get a vitamin B2 or these are also the sources of vitamin B2. So till now we have studied all about vitamins and its biological importance and synthesis of vitamin C. So this completes the vitamins chapter.